So welcome to the Lulu's Way, June 2026, New Hampshire Women's Meetup Spotlight Show. Yay! Everybody's here. We're going to have a really good show. Okay, so, you know, we don't call this a talent show. It's not about talent. It's just about participating. It's about just having fun, showing us your talent if you do have talent, and just having courage, like we talked about this morning. Just the courage, you know. It's like it's not the absence of fear, but it's just to not be crippled by it. Just to say like, heck, I'm going to do it, you know. But we're going to start with Ellen.
No, we're not.
Ellen! Come on, Ellen. Ellen.
I'm a classically trained fine artist, and I like to come to these meetups in my Subaru Forester, which I call my art studio on wheels, because it gives me a chance to go to different places and do plein air painting. And what I'm hoping to do is to encourage anybody else here who's interested in grabbing a pencil and paper and a sketchbook or watercolors, whatever you like, to just get out here and do it. And if we meet up at some point, somewhere, sometime, I'd love to go painting with you. So this is a little notebook. This is a watercolor notebook that I've been taking with me since last fall. And I've done some traveling this past year. So I was in Portugal. I went to Lisbon and I traveled throughout Portugal and did some watercolor paintings. And then my stepson got married in Mexico, so I had a chance to bring my book with me to Mexico. And then I've done a little bit of painting in between. So I thought I'd just show you some of these sketches. Now these are not finished paintings, they're just quick studies. Many of them are not finished, and they don't have to be. And you don't have to share your book with anybody if you don't want to. It's just a nice way to remember where you've been, what it felt like to be there, and to be reminded of a special time. Just it's like a visual diary. So these are some pictures. Now tell me, Lulu, if I'm in the camera or not. These are some pictures that I did in Portugal. And so Lisbon is a coastal town, and so it's near the ocean, and you get this wonderful weather that comes in across the Atlantic. So these wonderful cloud formations form around the city, and it's very beautiful. And I don't have a lot of pictures in here, so this is going to be a fairly quick presentation.
But they're beautiful. Oh, really?
Yeah, just beautiful.
This is an example of one that's very unfinished. This was the grounds outside of a castle, and I was with other people, so I couldn't spend all day doing the scene that I wanted, but the little bit of time that I spent there doing it was a pleasure for me. This is a castle on the border of Portugal and Spain, way up in the mountains. It's very remote, and it's this most beautiful castle that has this walled garden, and I was able to spend an incredible afternoon there painting the garden inside. And then on the train, so I did some little studies on the train and in the train station. Quick sketches. Back in Lisbon, kind of unfinished. This was a little sketch I did of a girl at the train station who was just, I think she was reading a book or playing a video game, something like that, but just little people studies. This is in Mexico, so this is in the center of the country in a remote village, beautiful views of all these mountains and these wonderful little rooftop houses. Assateague Island with the horses. There were a couple of us there. People here today remember being there. This was the beach at Assateague. And then finally, well, this is outside the place where I teach during the year. So this is an art school. This is looking out the window. There's a beautiful field and a view. And then finally, just before coming here, a group of us were in Salisbury Beach, which is not too far from here in Massachusetts. And I was able to spend some time doing a quick study there. So that's all I've got for you right now. Unfortunately, the tornado warning kept me from going out and doing a picture today, which I was hoping to do for you.
One, two, three, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, welcome to On a Chair in Your Underwear. The show where our guests come in all mysterious and guarded, and we just dive into their lives until they're fully exposed. I am your host, Sue Gunderson, and tonight's sponsor of the show is brought to you by Virginia Slims, Menthol Light 100s. You've come a long way, baby. Buy them by the carton for better value. Tonight we have a special guest. She's never won an Academy Award. She doesn't have a Tony. She doesn't have an Emmy. But if there were an award for seniors who dance, this gal would come away with the endurance category. She'd win the best use of arms during a dance category. And certainly she would take home the dancing through the pain of a shin injury category. So besides dancing, our guest has also created a robust $200 a month revenue stream with her YouTube channel. That's a joke. I think she makes more. Yeah. Not sure. And her channel has got over 66,000 people. She owns a kind of a fledgling but thriving removable sticker company. There's more. She just got done remodeling a small trailer that she's going to live in the summer times in the near future. And she also just found out that her minivan already had dimmable lights. You have to have seen that one. So anyway, let's give a warm welcome to our guest, Lulu! Lulu, I know that typically you're on the other side of this interview. Those are quotations. Interview, air quotes, interview. Can't curl the fingers. So basically, I just want to say, hold on while I put my code in again. I just want to say we're glad that you're here. We're glad that you're a good sport, and will do this with me. I'm going to use my actual finger and there we go. So much for her hands are really small. So anyway, I'm just going to start out by saying simply, the first part of the program here, we just say, Lulu, what's your story? Go ahead. You've done it to others 1,000 times. Give us your story. Go ahead.
Well, it goes back to like the Virginia Slims. I used to smoke the Virginia Slims.
These?
Oh yeah.
Well, did we get the right sponsor for tonight or what? Well, I'm going to get a couple of free cartons off of that. Okay, all right, so keep going. So tell us
about the Virginia Slims.
No, I want to hear your story. Oh. So just tell us a little bit about yourself.
Oh.
You hate this, I know it.
Well, I'm trying to think of what you don't know.
Well, assume that since a lot of these gals are here for the first time, right? Maybe they haven't been watching your channel for as long as some of us subscribers have. And just tell us a little bit how you got started, what you do, that kind of stuff. Yeah. And then we'll fill in at the end with audience questions, which I've already gathered. So go ahead.
You're talking about my YouTube channel?
I don't have an ashtray. Okay. All right, so I'll get that later. Don't tell the pastor. Go ahead. Yeah, just whatever. If I had a dog when I was a kid. I don't care.
I did. I had a miniature schnauzer. Her name was Heidi.
Oh, that's adorable.
Yeah. Heidi, and I remember I just wanted a dog named Heidi. And we went to look at the schnauzers, and they were all the puppies, and everyone wanted the boy. And I said, we have to get a girl because it has to be Heidi. It just has to be Heidi. So we got the girl. Named her Heidi.
Nice. How about a small round of applause for Heidi? I don't want to build up. Okay, so you had a dog. And how old were you when said dog was alive and cooking?
You know, like, well, the dog lived like 14 years. So
Oh,
I was
my.
like around,
Okay.
you know, 10 to 20, right around there.
Okay. And then tell us more. Tell us more.
When I was
about
10 to 20.
as you grew, what you're doing, how's life?
I could tell you a story about my confession.
Gosh, yes,
Yeah.
please. we're all on the edges of our seat. Go.
Okay, so, you know, I was brought up Catholic, but my parents, like, they didn't go to church. They just stayed home and read the paper on Sunday and made me go. And, because if I didn't, I guess I would have got struck by lightning or something. So I had to make my first confession. And I
Ooh,
remember...
how long did that take?
Well, honestly, I had really...
How old were you? I'm sorry, I'm not Catholic.
how
so
old are you when you do confession? Like 8? 6.
Yeah.
6?
Oh, okay.
Not communion. Not communion. Confession.
Confession.
Don't you go to confession before you
Oh, I don't know.
I think she.
All I know is I was 6 years old. I didn't do anything. I didn't have anything to confess.
Come
And I'm like,
on.
no, I honestly had nothing to confess. And so I was like, I didn't even know what to say when I got in there. I'm a little teeny kid, and I'm like, I gotta go in here in this box, right? And I gotta close the curtain, and I got this guy's ear right there, and I gotta say something. I don't even know what to say, you know. So I don't know. They were giving us some ideas of what to say. So I lied to my mother, but I never did. I didn't. Okay. So I went in there and said I lied to my mother. But anyway, I went in there, and my mother brought me. And she's in the pew waiting for me to come out. And when I was in there, I was so nervous. I was so nervous that I peed.
Okay, we're back. This is good.
Not a little pee, a full pee. All right, we're talking about a flooded confession box, right? And I'm saying I lied to my mother, and now I'm supposed to say, I don't know, 10 Hail Marys and 5 Our Fathers. So I came out, and I get next to the pew with next to my mother, and I said, Mom, I just peed. I just peed in the confession box. She's like, let's get out of here. And I said, but Mom, I have to say 10 Hail Marys and 5 Our Fathers. And she said, say them in the car.
Oh, that's come on. Did not see that coming.
Yeah, not like let's get a mop and clean it up. Let's go tell somebody.
I'm
No,
thinking the
get
next
fuck-
person to go in and do
Exactly. It's a little damp in here.
Okay, that's good. But, I mean, that's like what we're looking for. So let's continue.
It just
down
brought me
that
back
path.
to my childhood.
Let's continue down that path. Just give us a little bit more.
Oh no, there's really nothing else.
Okay, so in your whole life, your whole story, there's women who have just poured their hearts out. Poured their hearts out to you. And we get, I peed in the confession. I mean, I appreciate the humor of it, and I kind of feel
But
bad.
you know, so when you gotta go, you gotta go.
Well, and when you're 6 and you're kind of in the creepy, dark thing, and you've never done it before, you know, I think it's fair.
Okay, can I have a drink?
I don't want you to be nervous. That's why I'm giving it.
I do smoke rings. That's talent.
I think somebody might have been a smoker in the past.
Oh, you better believe it,
Okay.
baby. Yeah.
Tell us more. A little more about your story. What story? How you got here? What led you here? What led you to YouTube or your job or your kids or your, that torrid affair in high school? I don't know. Oh, I'm sorry. Am I wrong? Oh, that's just what somebody said. I don't know.
I just started YouTube because I felt like it.
Wow. Aren't we? Something else.
I just said, I'm going to do it, and if I don't like it, I will stop doing it.
Well, kind of going back to our cigarette-themed sponsor, you've come a long way, baby. Really, that's it? That's all you want to give us?
Yeah.
No other. I did YouTube because I liked it, and you didn't work before
you
that.
You want me to
You
say
didn't-
something? What do you want?
We're trying to get to know. I'll go straight to the audience participation questions. I was just thinking maybe, hey, I went to college, or this is what I, got a degree in, or I was a...
I didn't go to college. You trying to make me feel bad?
I didn't either. All right, high five, no college. Went to the school
I got
of
married
life.
when I was 18.
Oh.
Yeah. I was engaged.
Tell us about that.
I had a boyfriend at 16. I was engaged at 17. I was married at 18 and divorced at 23.
A familiar story, am I right? Look at him hard clapping in the back. Yeah! Divorced by 23!
And then I was married again at 29. And in between those years, I was a real teenager because I really never was. I never I was doing.
What do you mean by I was a real teenager?
Oh, let's just say I was feisty.
Did feisty include time in jail?
No.
Okay.
I never made it there.
Okay.
Never made it. I hope you're not
Close. Who knows her? Close.
I never made it there. Just
Wild.
Just had fun.
Sowing your oats.
I just had fun.
You just had fun. Okay,
Yeah.
that's great. Wow, that was a couple of my questions actually. No to the jail time, so that's great. Okay, I'm gonna move into, since it doesn't seem like you want to share a whole lot except that you peed in the confessional, which thank you, because I'm not sure anyone knew that.
No.
Right? She's like, everybody's gonna know everything about me.
You know what?
Nobody knew you peed in the confessional, so this is why we
Should I make a video?
if you make
I
one,
already did.
you're welcome. We'll move into the second part of our program here where we have collected audience questions, program questions, because remember it's on a chair in your underwear. So by the end of this, we want to be stripped down to nothing.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So
Okay.
so first off, and you get one pass. So at any time I ask a question, you get one pass. So choose wisely on your pass. One of my questions, the audience questions was, did you go to college? So that's a big fat no.
No.
Okay, good for you. What did you do? You got out of school, you got drunk for a few years, after you got married, and then what happened?
Well, I got into, it was right when
Heroin? Okay, that was the next question. Go ahead.
It's right when word processing came out, and I never heard of it before. And somebody said to me at an employment agency, they said, there's a law firm in Boston that's looking for a word processor. And I said, well, what's that?
I can do it.
And she says, nobody really knows. Seriously? Yeah, nobody really knows. Because I said, I don't have any experience. And she says, nobody does. And
Because it's brand new.
because it's brand new, yeah. So she said that it paid like $6.50 an hour. And I mean, that was like triple. That was triple the minimum wage. Yeah, I was like, somebody's going to pay me $6.50 an hour to do something I don't even. Not only do I not know how to do it, I don't even know what it is. I don't even know what it is.
But I like it.
Yep. As long as you can type. So I went there, and then I just ended up in law firms, in word processing, legal administration, and document production. For 40-something years.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you weren't a paralegal. I was thinking you were a paralegal. No. You just were a pair of hands on a. Also good.
Yeah.
For 3 times the money. Nice. Nice. Is that why you were able to like kind of get your house and get all successful because you just stayed in the same field 40 years?
I stayed in the same field, and not to brag or anything. But
Go ahead.
I
This
really
is the
good.
show on a chair in your underwear.
I was really good. I was good at it. Really good at it.
All right. Cool. Anything else you were really good at?
Depends on who you ask.
Okay, next question. How many times were you married? So you said twice.
Yep.
And have any of your husbands died under mysterious circumstances? You can pass.
They are both still living and breathing.
Okay, great. How many children do you have?
I have two.
2 children and a boy and a girl, right?
Yeah. My daughter Jillian
And
is
she's-
37.
Okay.
My son he'll be 30 in August. My son
Okay.
John.
And were both of those two, because Sherry would like to, no, Lisa would like to know this. Were they both birthed by doctors or midwives?
They were birthed by doctors.
By doctors.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they were both almost 9 pounds.
Oh.
And I did them both
Oh,
natural.
Oh.
I did them both. It was holy hell. I don't recommend it. It hurt really bad.
Oh my word! I can't even imagine a 9-pounder. The other one. Do you have any tattoos?
I don't.
Okay. Starting to get a little boring. And you've never been arrested.
Never
That
been
was on my list.
Yep.
And have you been a smoker?
Oh, yeah.
And you have. And Virginia Slim menthol lights.
No, I didn't smoke Virginia Slim. I smoked Marlboro 100s.
I guess you were crazy in your 20s.
How long did you smoke? I started smoking when I was 14, and I quit at 55, but I did quit for 5 years twice. But
With
I
the
went-
babies or something?
Yep.
Or-
Yep, all that.
Typical story,
Yeah,
right?
all that
Right.
stuff,
Right.
yeah.
But that's great. That's great
Yeah,
that you
but
quit.
then I
and-
always went back, but no, I'm done now.
Okay. Because now your life is joyful and not anxious, and you don't need to.
Yeah, I don't need that.
Okay. All right.
But no offense, you keep doing it.
No, well, is it good for me? Yes. And I think we had asked you and I had talked before. Were you ever a drinker? Yes. And your drink of choice was, because I thought this was interesting. Go.
I used to drink. My drink of choice was vodka and Diet cream soda.
Is there anyone who's ever drank vodka and Diet cream soda? I totally want to try it.
Because I really don't like sweet drinks. I don't want something too sweet.
Okay. All right. What was the most embarrassing thing you've ever done while intoxicated? And remember, you still have a pass.
You have 1 pass. The whole interview.
Laura's over there coaching her.
I'm trying to think. I probably did some embarrassing things, but I wasn't embarrassed.
But you were blacked out. I'm going to take that as an answer, unless
You
you,
know what?
want to share.
You know what I realized? I realized that all that shit I used to do when I was drinking, I still do it. I'm still nuts. Yeah.
You've given yourself permission.
I would still dance on a table today if there was opportunity.
Not this one, though. 'Cause it's
But
a
I
little risky.
have done that, and I've done the whole pole dance stuff and everything.
Oh, wait. Okay, new question. Have you ever pole danced for money? No, that's a sliver waiting to happen.
No, but that would be the ones. I didn't do a pole dance on a real pole thing. I'm just saying, if I was in like a bar that had those.
I'm just letting her go. If a bar
had beans,
you would.
I'd slither down them. Would you like me to show you?
Yes, would we like her to show us how she slithers on the floor? Wait a minute. Let my cameraman get a shot. Somebody was getting free drinks at the bar. Holy catfish. I did not expect that. The ratings just went, woo!
Oh, how many cartons of cigarettes you gonna get now?
Well, this is a 100, so I can smoke this for about 3 days. They're so long. Remember they were really long and sweet. Okay. Last thing. Oh, well, I got one other one, too. Have you ever had a crush on a coworker?
No, I don't recall.
Okay, fair. If you could tell your younger self something, this is where we bring it down and get serious, because, we want to see your heart. If you could tell your younger self something, what would you say to her? You can think, talk amongst yourselves for a minute.
We're on the edge of our seat waiting.
I would just because it sounds like you've changed so much. You've grown so much.
You know something? I guess I just really feel like I was who I was supposed to be then, and I'm who I'm supposed to be now. Like I think back, you shoulda, woulda, coulda. Nah. It's like I had the mentality to make those decisions that I made, and that was my limitations. And that's just how it went. That's just how it goes.
That sounds like a tagline. Hey, let's thank Lulu for being our guest tonight.
Brutal!
I did not expect a pole dance. Oh my gosh.
I am not a stranger to the dark. Hide away, they say, 'cause we don't want your broken parts. I've learned to be ashamed of all my scars. Run away, they say, no one will love you as you are. But won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us, for we are glorious. When the sharp words wanna cut me down, gonna send a flag, gonna drown them out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me. Look out, 'cause here I come, and I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen, I make no apologies. This is me.
Yeah, there you go.
Another round of bullets hits my skin. We'll fire away, 'cause today I won't let the shame sink in. We are bursting through the barricades and reaching for the sun. Yeah, that's what we become. I won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us. Oh, we're glorious. The sharp words wanna cut me down. Gonna send a flag, gonna drown them out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me. Look out, 'cause here I come, and I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen, I make no apologies. This is me. And I know that I deserve your love. There's nothing I'm not worthy of. The sharpest words gonna cut you down. Gonna send a flag, gonna drown them out. This is brave, this is bruised, this is who I'm meant to be. This is me. I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen, I make no apologies. This is me. This is me.
A poem called Warning. And you've all heard it. When I'm an old woman, I shall wear purple with a red hat which doesn't go. When does it suit me? And I shall spend my pension on brandy and summer gloves and satin sandals and say we've no money for butter. I shall sit down on the pavement when I'm tired and gobble up samples and shops and press alarm bells and run my stick along the public railings and make up for the sobriety of my youth. Not like you. I shall go out in my slippers in the rain and pick the flowers in other people's gardens and learn to spit. You can wear terrible shirts and grow more fat and eat 3 pounds of sausages at a go, or only bread and a pickle for a week. And you can hoard pens and pencils and beer mats and things in boxes. But now we must have clothes that keep us dry and pay our rent and not swear in the street and set a good example for the children. We must have friends to dinner and read the papers. But maybe I ought to practice a little now, so people who know me are not too shocked and surprised when suddenly I'm old and start to wear purple.
I see your red door. I want it painted black.
last couple of days, and I feel like it's almost like a spiritual experience being here because of all of the people, because you all are so open and so loving, and I'm really happy and grateful. I did say to somebody the other day that I knew if I wanted to, I had Nadine's chair because I didn't bring a chair, and I said I could take this chair and I could go sit with that group of people over there and be welcome. And then I could go and sit with that group of people over there and that group of people over there. And I knew that no matter where I went, I'd be welcome there.
Yes.
And you don't find that in a lot of places. So I wanted to start off with that. I'm going to read you a story. This is not my story. I did not write it. Okay? I don't know the author, but it's just something that touched me. And it brings to mind purpose as we're talking about things spiritual. People often don't know their purpose. Why am I here? You know, what am I here to do? I don't really know why. So keep purpose in mind as I read this story. 20 years ago, I drove a cab for a living. One time I arrived in the middle of the night for a pickup at a building that was dark except for a single light in a ground floor window. Under these circumstances, many drivers would just honk the horn once or twice, wait a minute, and then just drive away. But I had seen too many impoverished people who depended on taxis as their only means of transportation. Unless a situation smelled of danger, I always went to the door. The passenger might be someone who needs my assistance, I reasoned to myself, so I just walked to the door and I knocked. Just a minute, answered a frail, elderly voice. I could hear something being dragged across the floor. After a long pause, the door opened, and a small woman in her 80s stood before me. She was wearing a print dress and a little pillbox hat with a veil over it, and she looked like somebody out of a 1940s movie. And by her side, she had a small nylon suitcase. The apartment looked as if no one had lived in it for years. All the furniture was covered with sheets. There were no clocks on the walls, no knickknacks or utensils on the counters, and in the corner was a cardboard box filled with photos and glassware. Would you carry my bag out to the car? She asked me. So I took her suitcase to the cab, and then I returned to assist the woman. She took my arm, and we walked slowly towards the curb. And she kept thanking me for my kindness. You're such a good girl, she said. Oh, hang on, I missed something. It's nothing, I told her. I just try to treat my passengers the way I'd want my own mother treated. And she said, oh, you're such a good girl. When we got into the cab, she gave me an address and then asked, could you drive through downtown? And I said, well, it's not really the shortest way. And she said, oh, I don't mind. I'm in no hurry. I'm on my way to a hospice. Well, I looked in the rear view mirror, and her eyes were glistening. I don't have any family left, she continued. The doctor says I don't have very long. I get choked up when I read this, sorry. I quietly reached over, and I shut off the meter. What route would you like me to take? I asked. For the next 2 hours, we drove through the city. She showed me the building where she had once worked as an elevator operator. We drove through the neighborhood where she and her husband had lived when they were newlyweds. And she had me pull up in the front of a furniture warehouse that had once been a ballroom where she had gone dancing as a girl. Oops. Sometimes she would ask me to slow
in front of a particular building or corner, and she would just sit there staring into the darkness, saying nothing. As the first hint of sun was just cresting the horizon, she suddenly said, "I'm tired. Let's go now." So we drove in silence to the address that she'd given me. It was a low building with it was like a small convalescent home, with a driveway that passed under a portico. 2 orderlies came out to the cab as soon as we pulled up. They were solicitous and intent, watching her every move. They must have been expecting her. I opened the trunk and I took the small suitcase to the door. The woman was already seated in a wheelchair. "How much do I owe you?" she asked, reaching into her purse. "Nothing," I said. "Well, you have to make a living," she answered. "There are other passengers," I told her. Almost without thinking, I bent and I gave her a hug, and she held on to me tightly. "You gave an old woman a little moment of joy," she said. "Thank you." I squeezed her hand, and then I walked into the dim morning light. Behind me, a door shut. It was the sound of the closing of a light. I didn't pick up any more passengers that shift. I drove aimlessly, lost in thought, had gotten an angry driver, one who was impatient to end his shift. What if I had refused to take the run? Or what if I had just honked the horn once or twice and driven away? On a quick review, I don't think that I have ever done anything more important in my life. We're conditioned to think that our lives revolve around great moments. But great moments often catch us unaware, beautifully wrapped in what others may consider a small one. Thank you.
Got a cannoli in his hand. If you marry the baker boy, he will come and he will go, and he will always mix the flour in the pan. If you marry the baker boy, he'll have a cannoli in his hand. Oh, mama, la 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 la. Oh, mama, la 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 la. Mama dear, come over here and see who's looking in my window. It's the musician that looks got the instrument in his hand. If you marry the musician, he will come and he will go, and he will always be playing in the band. If you marry the musician, he'll have a trumpet in his hand. Oh,
Would you dance with me, Molly? It's Saturday night. There's a chill in the air. Do you think that you might wanna dance with me, Molly, to an old fiddle tune? Play soft like the wind through Virginia in June. Soft like the wind through Virginia in June. Would you dance with me, Molly? Do you think it'd be wrong if you let down your hair? Let 'em play us a song. Come and dance with me, Molly. You got nothing to lose but to dance off the soles of your old dancing shoes. Dance off the soles of your old dancing shoes. Would you dance with me, Molly? Do you think it'd be right in finding you fair? You're a poor boy's delight. You're from North Carolina or from Virginia, I see. The devil would die if you danced one with me. The devil would die if you danced one with me. Would you dance with me, Molly? It's Saturday. There's a chill in the air. There's a chillin' in the air. Do you think that you might wanna dance with me, Molly, to an old fiddle tune? Play soft like the wind through Virginia in June. Soft like the wind through Virginia in June. Would you dance with me, Molly? It's Saturday night. There's a chill in the air. Do you think that you might wanna dance with me, Molly, to an old fiddle tune? Play soft like the wind through Virginia in June. Soft like the wind through Virginia in June. Would you dance with me, Molly? It's Saturday night. There's a chill in the air. Do you think that you might wanna dance with me, Molly, to an old fiddle tune? Played soft like the wind through Virginia in June. Soft like the wind through Virginia in June.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
This is one that I wrote. Born in the 50s, child of the 60s, caught the tail end of something strong and we're still hanging on. It's like Joni said, was a dream some of us had, and we're still dreaming on. We're still dreaming on. Still singing, still praying for love and peace to come again. 'Cause it's a turbulent sea. We're hanging on by the skin of our teeth. We've got to keep love alive so we'll survive. You would think after all these go again. Love, love, love. Love, love, love. Love, love, love. We're still dreaming, we're still dreaming, we're still dreaming on, 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 we're still dreaming on, we're still dreaming
Sunsets cross the ocean, 1,000 miles from anywhere. My pocketbook and my heart both just got stolen, and that sun act like she don't even care. Wind blows cold when you reach the top. Feels like someone's face is stuck to the bottom of my shoe. I got a plastic Jesus, a cordless telephone for every corner of my room. Got everybody but you telling me what to do. And I've been down so long. Ooh, it can't be longer still. And I've been down so long that the end must be drawing me. I met on the corner, said it's simple, like flipping a coin. No matter what side it lands on, if it's someone else's dime. And I've been down so long. Ooh, it can't be longer still. And I've been down so long that the end must be drawing near. I take a trip, I take a plane, I take a train, I got a ticket in my hand, and a fat man takes my money, and like cattle we all stand. We get down so low, so it can't be longer still. We've been down so low that the end must be what I know. The end must be what I know. The end must be drawing near.
Look at us up at 9:20. We're really whooping it up tonight, aren't we, ladies?
Watch out for those grannies.
Thank you, everybody, for your participation and all, for the audience enthusiasm. And just, how awesome was this? It was so cool. What talent we have here, and just fun, silly. You should talk. Yeah, I know. Anyway, thank you so much. Boy, that was fun.
Thank you, Lulu.
Yeah. That was just way too fun.